Welcome back live to the Waterfront Hall here in Belfast for more coverage of the Northern Ireland Trophy. This is the first ranking event of the new snooker season 2008-2009. And just to recap, all square, 2 frames apiece at the mid-session interval in this second round match between Ronnie O'Sullivan, the world champion and world #1, and the former world champion Ken Doherty there, just going back to his seat after breaking off. A fascinating and very contrasting set of frames in the first lot of 4. Ken taking the first one without any great heroics from either side. Ronnie rattling in a 110 in the second. And then that third frame with the prolonged bout of safety, a black over the pocket and just 2 reds remaining. It lasted for 46 minutes and 49 seconds, the official duration of that frame. And the fourth one, well, by comparison, as Ronnie opens frame 5 with a very nice red, by comparison, the fourth frame was super rapid with Ken knocking in a 75 to square it all up. So we're in exactly the same position we were at the start, except that there are not 9 frames left. There are merely 5 frames left. So best of 5. First 2-5 going through into the last 16 and the third round, which will all take place tomorrow. And for those who've just switched on, let me remind you of the situation in the one other match being played this evening on table 2, Ding Junhui versus Mark Davis. They've just come out from their mid-session interval. It was all square, 2 apiece there, but Mark's on a half-century break against the man from China. So, Neil Foles, as I said, a contrasting first 4 frames. Who knows what we've got in store in these possible next 5?
Yeah, I mean, Ronnie's looked quite sharp in spells. I mean, he made a terrific century break in the second frame. And apart from that, he's missed 1 or 2, and he's his own worst critic, really. So he won't be happy with his game, but it is early in the match, early in the tournament, and of course early in the season. So just keep an eye on his form, really. He started this frame brightly. He's already in amongst the high colours at the top of the table, around the black spot, which is where he loves being.
20. 21.
Does get bored sometimes out there, doesn't he? But he never seems to get bored when he's scoring.
Well, you have to give him credit for holding his concentration in that prolonged third frame. Oh, Ronnie. That's the second black off the spot he's missed this match.
Just awkward queuing, wasn't it, that one?
It was. The early one he missed was a much more straightforward one, I recall. But yes, sometimes he can lose interest in the prolonged frames, such as we saw in frame 3, but all credit to him. He did keep his concentration going, and of course ultimately he did win that frame. Green ball nominated by Ken, just rolling up, but he's left it short. And that's a very, very bad thing for a professional player to do.
Yeah, the trouble is, when you're on the cushion like that, playing that shot from tight on the cushion, it's actually hard to judge the roll-up. So I've seen it done more when someone's been in the same position that Ken was there, nominating the green as the free ball. He might change his mind to the brown, actually. This counts as the red, of course. He has to take a colour afterwards. It's a good shot, isn't it? I wonder if he's finished a bit straight on this black. I'm not sure what he can do with this unless something goes. I see the red on the left of the pack will pop to the left centre. That's the only real shot he has here, I think.
I think he's got the angle for it as well.
13. Ronnie O'Sullivan,
Some way out there. But it was the only shot he had on. That white's a bit adjacent. Ooh, it's just got away with it. Good shot to nothing, I suppose. It was always going to be down in the baulk end, that white, but always worth having a pop at those reds like that.
Yeah, just looking at his angle on the brown, doesn't want to be dead straight on it, because you maybe couldn't get off of a cushion onto a red close up to it, so it's up to see what kind of angle he has here. No, I think he tried to make an angle, which is always dangerous in a middle pocket like that. Not a huge pocket opening really when you're playing across into a middle bag. So he's missed it, and again, just one or two errors in his game tonight, Ronnie.
One.
Yes, and Ken will have picked up on that. He will know that he could quite easily win this match. Well, I don't mean he will win it easily, I mean it's a great possibility. And that would be another seed out. Already 7 of the 14 matches completed have seen the top 16 men lose. The possibility of another 2 tonight, Ronnie O'Sullivan and Ding Junhui, you never know. Mark Davis on the other table is on a, or has had a big break in the 5th frame. It looks like he could go 3-2 ahead of Ding Junhui.
Six. Seven.
Oh, he's played that very well to finish top side of the blue. Just wonder if the red that's just below and to the left of the black will pot into the right corner. That would be a big help if it did. Well, he looks like he's played in behind it. Oh, that's a great shot, that is.
12.
That's exactly what he played. There is another red, of course, as well, which along the cushion he can take shortly before he has to go into the other 4 reds in the little cluster. He's still a few points behind, so he's got work on still. I mean, you just feel that he'll play some sort of a cannon here. It wouldn't be a lot of speed, I don't think, just to nudge 1 or 2 of them out into open play, which I think he's done all right. The bottom one of the 3 will pot. Just got to be careful where the cue will finishes up. Not a certainty to be on a colour. If he plays it with topspin, he'll be looking to get onto the black, I think. Yep, good shot. He's got a good knowledge of the game as Ken. Been around a long, long time.
$21.
Yes, Ronnie's in his 17th season as a pro now.
$28.
Doesn't seem that long, does it? 17 seasons Still remember the first time we ever saw him as a professional when he won all those qualifying matches up at in Blackpool at the Norbreck Castle, and match after match, undefeated.
Yes, in those days we used to hold all the qualifiers in one job lot, as it were, at the start of the season. Well, during the summertime, actually.
It was about 3 or 4 months of it, wasn't it?
It was, yes, yes. Hard grind for all those who had to qualify. But that was a massive learning curve for Ronnie O'Sullivan, I remember it well.
34. 35.
Well, he shouldn't need the brown later on in clearing up. The frame should be safe by then. Just looking at the scores, as long as he takes high colours with the remaining 2 reds, then he won't need the brown. That's what will be on his mind. The minute he's got a lead of, what has he got, 4 points. So if he takes
42.
blacks or maybe a pink here, then by the time he gets to the brown, there'll be more than 22 in it. And a player will be thinking about stuff like that, with the brown being a little bit awkward, a bit tied up. Even if he takes a blue, he's okay here because he's gone with high colours. You can just double check in the scores. You'll see 12 points the difference. So red and the blue is 18, and then yellow and green will be 23 with just 22 left. So
51.
that was the advantage of taking the high colours earlier in the break.
$56. 58.
His frame ball then.
Well, he played that as though he was planning to double the brown, but I'm not sure he's got the angle now. Well, any pocket will do. That was a double of sorts. Ronnie not amused. Again, not too pleased with things because he's snookered himself, as you see, having taken that brown into the corner. Well, he just got it. And the frame, Ronnie saying that'll do. He's not interested in coming back out again. So a 75 before the break, a 65 after the break.